magic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And spins away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
See what you got.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the gun, Brissett. This will be caught by Brown. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 down. Watch 89. Watch 89.
Now Ballage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Marshall. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? 6 to the right. 56 at the mic. Sponge. No.
Marshall. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run here with Balaj. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jacoby Brissett taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Bring it. 51. Mike 51. Yeah, that's what I do. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Watch the ship. Alert. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 51's the mic, boy. 51. I'm coming. And go.
They'll run on 1st down. Buckley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Balaj. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Say. Sick guy. Check sick guy. Kill. Get him on. West.
On 1st down, it's Marshall, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Check it out, Reed. Let's go.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down now, it's Marshall, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. Mark 55. Target. Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
They'll try to throw now. Bissell. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident. Throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At the 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Middle.
Hey, pick your game up. Wide. Get wide. Hatch it. Jim, go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
50,
56, 56.
What we got? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shit.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33.
Check the backer, check the backer.
5 wide. Check 9. Check 50.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. It's time to crack.
Man, I got you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
On first down, Buckley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run with Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Buckley. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
25.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, 56. Check 13. Check 13. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
This is Hines. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Down, Eddie!
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Alert!
Here we go.
On third down, it's Hines. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Throwing again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He gets it to Brown, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? Hey, come on. 51. Oh, here we go. Oh. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, check. 3 now. Tight dog.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
It's free. Check.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Middle. Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Buckley. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 91 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now a give, right side. Hines. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Check three. He's checking. Crash.
Now it's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
We got three, fellas. We got three. Pass. 26. He's crashing. He's checking.
They run again with Hines. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down throw for Brissett. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brissett sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Mike 51. Danny. Back. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, G. Squeeze. It's just me and you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 52. Check 3. Alert.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Switch. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Vaughn. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check hot route. Hot.
Regular.
Joker.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 4, check 4. 56, 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Crunch time, defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Kill.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, Vaughn. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brissett now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on. You better bring it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
4th down, Brissett. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Brissett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. What a difference difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game.